one letter moved around.
You know what, though? No, I'm going with Shoal all the way. In
Right?
fact, if it's not Shoal in the remake, I'm going to throw a fit and start an online campaign to keep it faithful because you're trampling on my adulthood that I just experienced.
You're trampling on my adulthood.
Don't
ruin my
dignity.
adulthood.
You're taking my dignity
I
from
love
me,
the
Square.
idea of where am I going to stand when I'm yelling at the remake for its thing.
It's taking
You're
its
ruining
dignity
my
from
adulthood.
me. Yeah. They are.
Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 4, Episode 38. Well into Disc 3. We've been running around the world and trying to see what we need to do next. We've decided to do chocobo racing.
I think that's basically like the only thing we can do right now.
Right.
That's like the most important hurdle we got to jump over.
Before we get going, I'd like to check in with Daniel K. in the parallel universe.
By all means. I've really come around.
You know, this whole thing started with the idea that, like, I wanted to do a segment on the show, and I was like, you know, weather segments aren't really a thing in podcasting, and this has really turned into something that I'm just so super compelled by. So let me tune that dial, and here he comes.
Alrighty, hi Jeff and Ryan, how's it going? Oh boy, I have got a lot to update you guys on. Hey, you remember that pack of giant mutated slavering rats who chased me across the barren wasteland just a week or so ago? Yeah, they were actually a bit of a blessing in disguise. Guess what? They chased me into this network of ruins, which it turns out is what's left of the old city of Perth. I found the old city, where I was trying to get to all this time. And it's great. There's plenty of underground infrastructure still surviving here. Lots of sewers and buried streets, even buried buildings, so I was able to lose them pretty easily. There's plenty of food here, way more than out in the wastelands. I guess there was just enough biomass here in the city to form a residual post-impact ecosystem, which I can still live off. And, yes, there's survivors here. There's a settlement, like a little society of about 100 people. Well, if you can call them people anymore. I thought I was in a pretty bad state after the impact, but whatever weird space rock radiation turned me into this hunched, scuttling husk of my former self, it's really done a number on the rest of the human race around here. In fact, I'm in pretty good shape compared to pretty much everyone else. At least I can still walk upright most of the time. Some of them,
Oh, hey, Dan.
Oh, hi, Kent. No, sorry, yeah, I'll be with you in a tick. I'm just doing that broadcast thing.
All right, no worries.
Yeah.
Me and the boys were just going to go scavenge in some filth. Do you want to come along?
Awesome, yeah, no, wait for me. I'll be with you in just a minute, okay? Hang on.
See ya.
Okay. Sorry, guys, yeah. Yeah, I guess being, like, physically mangled like that actually kind of suits us as a species living in this city, like as far as creeping through the ruins looking for food goes, but it doesn't really leave us in the best position for, like, defending ourselves from being eaten. Pretty regularly, in fact, by the giant rats. Yeah. I guess it's actually a little embarrassing to admit this, but humans aren't the dominant species anymore. Not around here, anyway. Yeah, and in fact, we're actually more of a prey species. Yeah, the rats just own this city now. Those giant rats, the ones who chased me here, they're part of a ruthless new rat empire, which has formed here in the ruins. They've taken up all the best shelter for themselves, all the best living space around the city centre, and they've built themselves a pretty impressive society. From what the people around here have been able to figure out, just from like listening in on all their rituals and stuff, the rats follow a strict class system, mostly organised around size, but with the top of the hierarchy being a dynastic monarchy of some kind. Yeah, all the rats worship and obey a lineage of ruthless rat queens, who are the direct descendants of the first rat to possess the hereditary growth mutation. I mean, objectively they're pretty cool. If they weren't eating us all the time, it would be pretty interesting to study this kind of thing. Anyway, I better go help Kent with that thing. And then a whole bunch of us are going to go start packing up the pigeon farm, moving all the coops inside. All my instruments have started to tell me there's a pretty bad storm on the way, like flooding, destructive winds, acid rain, stuff like that. So yeah, I guess there's your weather report too, huh? So see you around, guys. Kent, are you still there? Hang on, I'm coming.
Meteorology, we love you.
Well, it sounds like things are looking up.
In a way.
He's found a society.
It just makes you grateful for what you have, That's really what I get out of these.
That's true. I mean...
It makes me reflect on, like, every time I go to the fridge for a glass of milk, I'm like, oh, I have milk. I'm not battling rats.
That's a great point.
And then you go for cereal and you're like, fuck, I'm out of cereal. But it's fine, I still got the milk.
Yes. Special thanks to Jamie, and we'll check back in with Daniel K. soon. Everybody go listen to the Daniel K's Let's Plays podcast, and let's get going on the show. At the end of last episode, I was like reading about everything that needs to be done for the chocobo breeding, and now this is the last episode at the cabin. We're about to embark on the final chunk of the final night.
Yeah, which is going to be like, it's not going to end at a decisive point. Like, we're going to leave and then have to continue breeding chocobos.
Exactly. So, join us as we get started.
Because, yeah, basically for this part, it's just like a process of, like, getting into random encounters until you have the right combination of chocobo to enemy, and then you can catch a good chocobo.
Without any further ado, let's get going on it. All right.
Oh, I don't know how late I can realistically stay up tonight, but I'm gonna go catch some chocobos.
Well, you're up for, like, getting going and getting, like, a sense of it, right?
Yeah, I'm not quitting now, but I don't think I'm gonna stay up till, like, 3 or 4.
No.
Okay, we got all 6 rented.
So yeah, we spend the 60,000 gil to rent all the chocobo stables. We're doing it piece by piece over here.
And at this point, we've been playing Final Fantasy VII for like at least 10 hours a day for
longer than 10 hours
days.
a day.
I said at least. Yeah, and now we're to a point where it's like there's not even any story to hold on to. It's just like endless, sort of just endless.
I definitely feel like I've been in like a trance or a daze.
Me too. We've been listening to the same music on repeat for days.
I know.
Not even, like, sure who I am anymore. I'm gonna show up at work when I get back, just be like, what the fuck? I sell CDs? Why? Who the fuck wants CDs? And records and tapes? Oh, God. Ugh. Kill me. Kill me.
With the first game, it was like it sucked to do, but we were forcing ourselves to do it.
This is gonna suck to do. And then it gave us something this is really gonna suck to do, man. I think this is really gonna suck to do. I'm trying to think of a way to paint this that's fun, but like, it sounds like fucking misery. It sounds like it's gonna take as long as all of Final Fantasy 1.
Fucking hear what I just said? Like, the whole fucking...
Well, also, it's like, this will give you the best odds of getting a blue or green chocobo. And then it's like, you've got to breed the fucking goddamn it. Alright, well, I'm looking for spirals. Is that it? I gotta find spirals.
Yeah, that indicates it's a great chocobo.
God, this is...
So just for clarity, we're going to reiterate chocobo hunting here.
Yeah, which is really complicated.
It's like...
We have to get a good or a great chocobo, which you have to go to a specific area to get. In order to know whether it's good or great, it's going to show up with, like, a certain type of enemy.
So right now, yeah, we're looking for chocobos that are accompanied by spirals.
Because if you can't just get any chocobo, it might be a poor or bad or terrible chocobo, because it has 7... tiers. There's terrible, bad, and then poor.
And then it goes
to
there.
Average.
And if you catch a great one, you're fucked. Because right now we need like good ones.
I think no. It's wonderful that we can't catch.
Okay, yeah.
I think good or great right now is fine, but it's the wonderful ones that you cannot.
Yeah, you have to start at the bottom and breed up. You can't just
or in the
breed
middle
best
bottom
one.
is what's crazy.
I was so excited when we walked into that chocobo farm at the beginning. I was like, chocobos are awesome. And then we were betting on chocobos, and chocobos were still awesome. Are these spirals?
I don't think so.
Well,
look at the screenshot.
Fuck this chicken.
The chocobo showed up with like some lizard enemies. Not the right chocobo. This one might be too good. This is a spiral.
That's not what I was looking for at all.
That's what a spiral is. That's like, I was like, in what way could I describe this to him? The spirals are like a purplish, like, bug thingy.
Kind of like an armadillo bug, I guess.
We're gonna be listening to just like 3 different versions of this song.
Like, why couldn't we do some of this over the course of the game? Like, why is this a thing that had to happen all at once at the end? If they had let us do some of this during Disc 2, like catching it and breeding it.
Oh, we could have. We started to. Yeah.
We should have done some breeding.
Like the beginning of Disc 2 starts with you can.
Should have done breeding then. My head is just like, fuck this right now.
I mean, it's like, the fact is, I guess you technically could start breeding them earlier, but not in like an organic way that would mitigate this. You know, like,
we would have had to have just like tried it out and maybe looked into it.
I mean, it would have been pointless. We would have spent like several hours getting a blue chocobo and then been like, nah, let's continue with the story, and then stop later for hours and get another one.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's, yeah, you basically have to just do it all at once.
Then we would have had them all bred for the racing now.
We still would have. It wouldn't have been faster in any way. It probably would have been harder.
Right. You're right. You're totally right.
Like,
you're totally right.
Yeah, probably would have.
We wouldn't. You're right, because like right now we would be like.
There's exciting stuff to go do. Yeah.
Yeah, we would just be earlier in the game right now.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a 100% like extra mini game that they were like, oh, this is super robust and cool, but like we'll just put it in. At the time, also, I guess like virtual pets were like all the fucking rage. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, it's a Chocobo virtual pet thing, and it requires you to go grind for nuts at places.
I'm surprised those weren't the nuts that were sold by the Chocobo guy.
I'm not.
Well, you should have some of these donuts too.
I can't. No, that sounds fucking awful. Well, here's some spirals, but they're chicken.
No chicken, but spirals. That's where we're at.
Well, we'll have enough money to buy that fucking villa by the time we're done with this.
At least we have a way of knowing whether they're great.
Exactly.
Before... Yep, Stockholm Syndrome. That's a perfect example. Thank you for not making it even worse than you had to.
Well, no, that's just somebody who did some data mining and was able to, you know...
You're right.
That was not, like, in the guide or anything. That kind of shit is, like...
We have no fucking way of knowing that.
That kind of shit is because of the Final Fantasy sages who came before us,
Oh my god, the 12 sages. The 12 Final Fantasy
did all kinds of testing about the best ways to get chickens.
Please visit Jegged repeatedly.
Pooexel.
We thank them, the people who dig into the code.
God damn it.
I'm gonna go get more firewood.
Good idea.
None of these chickens are showing up with spirals.
I know, I've been running around on these chocobo tracks for a while, and you're just like waiting for the right encounter, you know?
How's the hunt?
I haven't found any great chocobos yet. Not one. Run into about 4 or 5.
If we've fought a bunch of goblins on Goblin Island, we might actually already have some Zaonets.
We only fought 1. So that's what that island is for. We were going like, what's this place for?
That's okay. That's the okay. Hey,
that's what it's for. It's to get
asked and answered.
items. Yeah, over the game we've gotten a few weird nuts.
Well, you bet. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, it's happening.
Man, if only we could like explain to this great chocobo that like we're gonna give it somebody awesome to fuck, and like we're gonna feed it like the best foods and the best nuts, and like everything's gonna be awesome for it, and it should just come with us. Yeah, where's like the diplomacy stat that lets me just talk to the chocobo and convince it to come with me?
Well, what you do instead is you just like feed it tons of greens while you fight another monster. But anyway, I think the stat you would want is animal handling there.
That's right.
For the chocobo.
I forgot.
Talk to animals couldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm. You caught a chocobo. Ooh, I'm actually excited. Believe it or not.
About the chocobo breeding?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be more fun when I'm less sick and tired.
Yeah. I don't feel like there's many loose ends with the story.
No, not many.
Except for what happened to Cloud right after the incident at the Nibelheim reactor.
Mm-hmm. And Zack, yeah. There's a couple loose ends.
Eris kept talking about how Cloud, like, reminds her of Zack. She's like, you're exactly the same as he is, but you're not him. And I'm like, why? Why is he exactly the same as
I
him?
keep thinking that was like, God, I get her and Tifa confused a lot in terms of who said what about how much they like a guy like Cloud.
No,
So-
but this was on the date.
Yeah, no.
And so it's like, so if he's exactly like Zack, why? What happened? He wasn't in Soldier, but he has all these memories of being in Soldier. From where?
Maybe you'll be satisfied by what she tells you from the live stream in the final cutscene or some shit. Or you'll like join her in the live stream and then Zack will be there and it'll be awkward. Still only one great chocobo?
Yep. It seems like there's about a 1 in 7 or 8 chance.
But we keep getting an encounter with these lizard guys.
Which means that for the whole time you're playing, you just like run around waiting for an encounter. It happens. It's the wrong one. You attack the chocobo to end it as quickly as possible.
And
then you
again.
either run away or you fight these menial enemies that offer you nothing.
Bummer.
Oh my god.
While Ryan is trying to catch chocobos, I look at like the binder that's going to explain how to leave the cabin.
This is some good multitasking here.
Leave the beds unmade. Don't strip the beds. Leave all used bath towels on the bathroom floor or inside the shower. Load and run the dishwasher before leaving. No dirty dishes may be left in the sink or anywhere throughout the house. Collect the trash. Leave the ashes in the fireplace.
Okay.
Close and lock all the windows.
Ugh.
Yeah, just make sure you take all your shit. Did you get a second one?
No.
Alright, what are the greens that I need to throw out when they happen?
I have no fucking idea. I was just throwing whatever greens I could find. Which reminds me, we should move them up in the menu.
Okay, I was wondering if you had done
I didn't
that.
have the will. There's like 8 types of them now.
This was not the moment to dump it all on you.
I mean, it's just, I want to do it, I do. I feel like the prizes we'll get will be worthwhile and stuff. I just, like, right now I'm so, today, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, right now the prize is the prize we get at the end. The prize is not the lessons we learned along the way.
Well, it's like I know there's some super powerful materia we haven't seen yet and stuff like that. I'm going like, that'll be cool, right? So once we get that, that'll be fun. You know?
Yeah, we can call it soon.
What are you eating? What? What is that?
Piece of wood?
Just like some fucking wood you looked up? Don't eat that.
So I go down into the bottom of the menu to like move up all the greens, and there's like 8 different greens at the bottom of the menu.
Yeah.
God, how do I move them all up in bulk? I just want to move them all up to the top, dude.
You can't.
So fuck it.
And why isn't there an arrange item button that just says chocobo?
That's what I'm saying. So I abandoned the quest to move all the greens up in the menu so they're easily accessible.
Really don't. What are you thinking? Are you crazy?
Was she going for the chicken?
Yeah, it's going for everything.
What a bitch. Oh shit. Look who's got the magic touch.
Oh shoot. Uh-oh. And there he goes.
Wait. Wait. I couldn't get down to the greens in time.
Yeah, and so now we gotta run around for another bunch of encounters until
Well,
we
yeah,
get
I
one.
couldn't believe it. I blew the chance with the Great Chocobo. I mean, fine, I'll move them up. Fine.
Just move like 2 of them up.
Fucking assholes.
Haley, stop. Seriously. I'm not fucking around.
Man, I had the magic touch, dude. I let it slip through my fingers, my magic fingers. Work.
And then it runs in a circle and it jumps up, glares at you, and it runs away.
Why did you want to stop playing this?
Because I feel like I'm about to pass out.
Dude, I did.
I don't, it's not even about the game. I like am ceasing to function.
The rest of this game is as though we're confronting some like parent or authority figure going like, I don't want to like walk this way or carry this bag or whatever, and they just coldly look at you and go like, do you want to go on the journey or not? Like, you can stop.
Right.
I don't care. But like, if you want to do it, you have to move those
We'll
items
turn
up.
the car around,
You got to move
but-
the items up. You got to grind the materia levels. You got to get the chocobos.
Dad, no!
This is just- this
Can you
is-
just carry me?
This is what life is.
Carry
It's
me.
not up to me. It's not up to me. Life is this. You have to accept it or you will die here in the wild.
This sucks.
Yeah, it's on top of that, I feel awful. I don't feel very good.
That's what I mean. Like, there's like you're already in a situation where, what the fuck?
Haley, get on here. Get on here. It's gonna be like a boat. Come on.
It's gonna be like a big boat.
Yeah,
there you go. That's adorable. Well, the chocobos are coming hot and fast. I'll give them that.
Yeah, it's just hard to get one with the...
Yeah, no
Right.
kidding.
Enemies.
I fucking blew it on the first one when I... God damn. Strut off, you little fuck. You fair fuck.
No.
There was a time where I had these, like, muffins on the counter, and then, like, the muffins disappeared. And I had, like, a while where I was like, well, she couldn't have eaten it because there would be, like, remnants of, like, the paper where she would have, you know, like, eaten around the paper or whatever. And then I was like, no, she wouldn't eat around the paper. She would just eat the paper, and there would be no evidence of any of this shit. And that's exactly what happened. I do really love that story. Like, I pictured that there would have been a bunch of empty wrappers.
You're like imagining a kid got into the muffins.
Right.
Not an animal.
Should I give her some?
Yeah, you can give her some. Just make her, like, sit and lay down or something.
Sit.
You might be able to get her to roll over, but it takes some focus and patience to get her to do it.
Lay down. Roll over. No, lay down. You almost had it. Roll.
She didn't do it, did she?
No. I should just never attempt that. Never.
Like I said, it requires patience and
Yeah.
determination. Haley will totally roll over on command. You just have to do it in this very specific way.
I know, and
it's like Biff's car, you know?
every time I get like too hubristic about it, I'm like, because I just want to give her a treat.
Right.
I'm like, well, she sat and laid down. Let's do the next step. And then we enter that, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to make this happen.
And I'm watching him like, no. You gotta like roll the wrist.
You gotta,
like,
yeah,
you're
no, I
doing
don't have the flick.
You gotta do
I don't
the
have
flick
the right flick, so she
and then
doesn't-
her brain will be like, oh, roll.
So then I enter this endless negotiation where I'm like, Haley, I'm too bored of this, and I need you to eat this treat because it's in. I can't hold this chicken in my hand forever.
But you can do it.
Yeah, I've seen you do it. I always start to initiate it, and then I'm like, I don't want to do that.
You're like, yeah. That was something where like there was a point in like training her on various things like that where I was like, I feel silly. Oh god, she looks so happy.
Let's get on the couch. No. It's not chicken time yet. Come here.
God, where are these fucking chocobos?
Come here. I don't know. I'd really like to get one more great chocobo before the end of the night, though.
Oh yeah, I think that we should definitely do that. I think we should see what the breeding is like if we can. Mm-hmm. That's a good goal for the day. You know, then I'll really feel accomplished in life.
Haley!
She's looking up at it so wantingly. Come here, you've had it. You've had it. Come on, grow up. We caught the chocobo.
Yay!
Oh my god, yes.
Stay. No, we're not going back to the chicken. We're staying here.
We're staying here and going back to this chicken.
Yeah, but we're not.
We're going back to the chicken. Hey, everybody's interested in chickens. So we've got two great chocobos, and we start heading back to the chocobo farm. Where's the stable?
It's right there to the right, past the marsh. You gotta go talk to the kid.
I love that the entire chocobo rating system across the industry is based on one child's gut instinct about a bird.
That is how it
He's
works.
like, bring it here and I'll tell you what I think.
And you say moving chocobos.
So I moved the chocobo.
And the first one is gonna be really crappy.
Can't recommend this one.
Yeah, because that's one we caught a long time ago.
Right.
So let's let him go.
I'm really gonna let him go.
Go ahead. This is a great chocobo.
Fuck yes. Look at him run.
Put it in your stable.
Fuck yes, I do.
Put it in.
Put it in. Give the chocobo a male name. Issa.
Mm-hmm.
Our old friend Issa. And I think that you're totally right that this is a fucking mistake. Just to reiterate, our naming scheme for the chocobos, at least for now, is the same as our season 1 character names, which are This, Issa, Mist, and Ache. Maybe we
That's
should
how
add
long
in
it took us to
chocobo
catch two
fucking.
great chocobos, Jeff. Those two great chocobos, once we feed them the right stuff and race them enough, they'll have a chance.
We don't forget about feeding them the right things.
Yeah. I said feed them the right stuff.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah. Then I said, don't forget about that. Like you didn't. It was weird.
And then we'll have a chance to get a blue or green chocobo, of which we will need 2 of opposite genders. Because it's like, to get a black chocobo, you gotta breed 2 blue chocobos that are like S-class.
Well, they don't have to be S-class. That's contrary to popular belief.
Oh, that have won races. Sorry, that have.
In order to get the black one, do you have to breed the blue with the green?
Or a blue and a blue, or a green
Or
and
a blue
green.
and a blue.
I'm not sure exactly, but the point is, we're gonna have to catch more great chocobos to get male and female blues and greens. Like, it's exponential, the whole thing. Which I know you realize, but...
Yeah, but it's not sinking in. It truly has not sunk in yet.
It's not sinking in because I'm wrong about this. I'm already imagining like the worst nightmare on the planet, wherein in my nightmare you cannot reuse 2 chocobos who have mated and have to go get new ones
From scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherein in actuality you can reuse chocobos who have mated if you fight 10 battles in between or some shit like
Yep,
that.
Time
so
has to
time
pass.
will pass.
So
So it's not as bad. It's not an...
I'm going to realize that at some point in this recording and tell you that.
And then it's like, we're gonna have to get a male and a female black chocobo to breed a gold like, it's just like...
It truly, clearly has not sunk in yet.
You
'cause
read that thing!
I did, but I don't get it yet.
Okay, so like, getting those 2 chocobos took us what? An hour?
It took us a very long time.
At least we know how to get great chocobos.
Yes.
Yes!
Fuck yes. Mist. Who was a white mage, but was a dude. So Issa and Mist are gonna fuck. Wait, so before I...
No, yeah, they're not ready yet.
They're not ready.
We gotta race them first.
Now race your chocobos in order to maximize the odds of obtaining a blue or green chocobo. Maximize the odds.
Yeah.
What? Feed that one 10 of your sickless greens. And then travel to Chocobo Saucer to win 4 races.
So we go talk to Chol, who's like the young granddaughter of the chocobo farmer that's in here.
Yeah, she's impressed that we've met the Chocobo Sage. I've met the Chocobo Sage. Wow, what did he tell you? He sold me some shit. Oh, that's amazing. Let me take some notes. For telling me that story, I'll tell you about each Chocobo's abilities. From what I see, the fastest sprinter is... I think it's Mist. Awesome. And the fastest one is... That's Issa. What? Also, from what I can tell, the one with the most stamina is Mist. Okay.
So Mist is better.
Finally, the most intelligent one is
shit.
Issa. God damn it.
How smart does my bird need to be?
I don't... Well, sometimes your bird will, like, totally burn all of its stamina, so maybe that's, like, how it's using
Maybe.
its stats?
I'm thinking of it in terms of horses, and I'm like, do I want the smartest horse?
I don't
You
know.
know, like,
I don't
it might
know.
be beneficial to have a dumber horse than one that can get smart enough to be like, why am I doing this?
To get
You
existential
know,
about
exactly, yeah. So I don't know how much weight I'm putting into Issa's intelligence.
it? I feed it 10 of my Silkus greens. Let's race Mist.
Yeah.
So yeah, we feed a bunch of the most delicious greens to Mist.
Yeah.
And Mist levels up a bunch in ways that are unclear because we didn't know what the base stats were either.
Man, this is such a rich man's hobby. We're just like pouring money into these birds, taking them to the casino
For the
like,
dressage.
just for no reason than like the merit of having like the best birds.
Yeah. Dude, we're breeding chocobos. We're getting it going. We're gonna make our chocobo. We're gonna fatten it up. We're gonna race it. We're gonna make its genes as strong as possible, and then we're gonna get it to fuck. This game rules. Stamina plus, intelligence plus. They're getting along better.
Good.
They're getting along better.
And yeah, every time you feed the bird these expensive greens, it gives you vague indicators that the bird is getting better. They're like stamina increased. It's getting along better. Whatever that indicates.
you, I
to
guess?
us,
I
to
think
other
that-
birds.
Yeah, I mean, in Red Dead, you've got like that relationship with your horse. You got to get it up
It's
to
gotta
level
be
4 by
that.
patting it.
Because at one point we try to ride like a crappy chocobo that we haven't fed any greens,
Dude,
and it just
it's
like
a disaster.
It's like it had a stroke, and it just turns left into the wall and walks sideways, like it won't even.
You got that ahead of you. Okay, so I've done that.
Now
Now,
the gold saucer.
let's race our new chocobo. Okay. Off to the gold saucer.
It's so weird that the gold saucer is so swanky and the only way to get there is through this shithole.
It's true. Like, you'd think that the Gold Saucer would invest a little bit in the
Or that, like,
fucking
right
entrance.
outside of the desert, there would be one that goes up from there, you know?
God damn it. These are
We
people.
should buy a lifetime pass, too.
Oh, fuck yes. I'm glad that this guy was like, I don't know if now is a good time to, like, have the Gold Saucer open, but now that Meteor is coming, let's open it back up.
Yeah, why did he open it up again?
Why did he close it?
Well, because he was just like, you know, things are all fucked up in the world right now. I don't
Yeah,
really
and now
know
it's all
what
fixed.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm wondering why he opened it again, because nothing's different.
Exactly.
Welcome to the Gold Saucer.
We got a lifetime pass to the casino.
You know what, as racers, shouldn't we just be allowed in? I
Yeah, we should have passes. So Dio's out front of the Gold Saucer to let us know the actual reason why he opened it back up. I thought about it, but there was only one conclusion. I believe that because of the way things are, there's a need for a place like this. Enjoy yourselves. Ha ha ha. So he just like got all sad for a minute and then was like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck depression. I'll just be me.
mean... Right.
And that was stupid. Yeah, he just had a short bout of depression about the meteor that's coming and was like, you know what? More time to
He's
party.
like, you know what the world needs right now? A second-rate amusement park and casino.
Alright, so chocobos? Here we are. Hey. So we go in and talk to Esther, who's going to help us out with the race.
The, like, clown woman who's the professional jockey handler.
Long time no see. How have you been? There's a lot going on outside.
You can't use Eris's voice, I'm sorry.
It's not Eris. I was trying to do something slightly different, but it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. There's a lot going on outside in the world. It got a little lonely around here, but you can't keep a jockey from doing what he loves. How about it? You want to ride again? You have your own chocobo, right? Do I know how to ride it?
I don't know.
Alright, let's register. Meest. C-rank chocobo. Which do you want, the long course or the short one? The short one. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the jockeys can't buy tickets. If you win, you'll get an item ticket, so do your best. So we're gonna start our first actual race where we're in the races instead of just patrons of the arts.
Other than the one we did to escape from the prison, this is like the beginning of our career as chocobo jockeys.
So I'm up against Peter and Pow. Tim, Peter, and Pow.
We'll know all these guys real well soon.
Wow, I'm way faster than these people. Like, my stamina is bananas compared to them.
nuts.
So he's gonna steer too?
Yeah, if it's an automatic, it just goes, I think. I don't know, maybe you can steer. You can try.
So we have to win 4 races with the bird to up its stats enough.
And
before
then we'll be
breeding,
able to breed it.
which is really easy at first, but you quickly rise through the ranks.
Well, that's the thing. Right now we're in Class C, and we're outclassing everybody in it.
But pretty soon you end up in ones where it's actually
Before
hard,
it's over, you
and
have
that
to
sucks.
put it into manual and do it for real. We're racing chocobos, dude, in the Gold Saucer.
You can always change it to manual if you fall behind, too.
Yeah. And I'm way out in front.
Mist is gonna take us all the way to the top.
Yeah. Well, we whooped that race. Oh, and look at how happy Mist is. Can we not secretly bet on ourselves? Like,
No.
alright, Mist. Get ready to ride again. How long is the long course, and why would I ever want it? What are they talking about? What kind of monsters
Because it's so fun to do this.
that you want to, like,
I don't
this
know.
course is too
Let
fucking
me look it
short
up. Maybe
for
you
you?
get better rewards or something. Let me see.
Sure.
Yeah, there's no difference. There's no reason ever to do the long race. Why? Can't blame them for including stuff they made, I guess. Just like, do you think we have to like go fight 10 battles and come back to get the higher GP?
Well, we need to fight 10 battles and come back in order to breed the chocobos a second time. After we do this, we should be able to just breed a blue or green chocobo. But doing a second one, we have to fight 10 battles.
Well, then
and
that might
do a
not be
third.
so. This might not be so bad then. I didn't
what I'm
realize you
thinking.
could keep breeding them. I thought you would just keep having to get more chocobos.
No, that's what I didn't. That's why I was like, there's something maybe I'm not understanding that you're seeing.
I thought we were gonna keep having to catch fucking birds.
You should receive either a green or blue chocobo.
Okay, yeah, never mind. This might not be so terrible.
In order to breed your 2 chocobos again, you will need to fight at least 10 battles without running away. Save your game before you attempt to breed them again as your great/good chocobo combination. And then, you need a blue and a green chocobo of opposite genders, which we would have had at that point. In order to breed a black chocobo, in order to maximize the odds of that, you need to win 9 races between your 2 chocobos. Chocobos that you breed will not be old enough to breed themselves until you have engaged in somewhere between 3 to 18 battles without running away.
Oh yeah, the between 3 and 18 spread.
Yeah.
That is so frustrating.
I mean, holy shit. What is the percentage on that? Like,
I don't know.
difference?
I don't know, but we'll get there to a point where we're going like, we got to breed this newborn
3
chocobo,
to
and you
18.
fight like 7 battles and go check, and then it's not enough, and you fight more, and you're like, what? How many?
Okay.
I mean, 3 to 18 isn't that bad, but the fact that that's what ages them is so awesome, actually.
So that means this game has some kind of universal clock in it that's keeping time based on random encounters.
I guess.
Like, that's how they're gauging time you've spent away from somewhere.
Yeah, we moved up a rank. B rank. Okay, so this is Mist's 4th. Wonder if we have the carob nut.
Oh man. So I'm glad I looked at this. The prizes in the Golden Saucer for GP. The 300 GP one is a lifetime pass to the Gold Saucer.
Fucking... okay.
The 500 GP one is a carob nut.
Oh, you don't say.
And then above that there's 1,000 GP for a Gil Plus materia, and 2,000 GP for an Experience Plus materia.
I don't think we go and get any of that.
I don't think we do, which is actually, like, now that I'm looking at it, going like, oh, I'm like wiping my brow, going like, oh man, we didn't play the Super Dunk until we had 3,000 GP. Like, man, that is great.
Thank God.
So we may not even need to fuck around with getting all of the GPs.
Yeah, maybe not. Because that doesn't sound great.
Yeah, the Experience Plus materia would be cool for leveling, but I don't...
Fucking dude! Damn it. I left the bird on automatic, and it was a photo finish, but it came in second.
You got in second.
Missed. You came in second. Anyway, I do it again real quick. Well, I won that time. It's time to fuck 300 GP.
Whoa! Why? Yeah.
For rank B, maybe.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's nice, actually. I don't have to get all that fucking GP for anything.
Yeah, okay. And the chocobo breeding is not nearly as fucked up as you thought
it's
it
not
was.
nearly as bad as I thought it was. I think also what I had heard over the years is everyone thought you had to get to S rank with all of your chocobos. And
Right.
It just took like fucking a million years.
So we start heading back for the first breeding. Mm-hmm. The chocobos have been raced for this level.
The breedening begins.
So now... Oh shit, do I have the right nut? Oh, I should save the game.
I am pretty excited about this stuff we have left to do. Like, it'll be so satisfying to actually beat those super bosses and then...
And then take out this fucko?
Mm-hmm. Man, double cut becomes 4x cut.
No shit?
Yeah, when it levels up.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's the closest to the offering that you're gonna get, I think.
It's on the
Come to me, Bone. Come to me, Bones. Why do we have to go to Bone Village?
I think we've got to go steal a type of nut from an enemy that's near Bone Village.
Okay, so that's gonna happen before we can breed the thing. Bones.
Send me your bones.
Send us your bones. So it's just
Your
here?
bones. Yeah, just below, in the plain below it. Yeah, in the grass. I
Just
think.
around here?
Yeah. Do you know what it looks like? What you're looking for?
Yeah, it's this big red thing, I think.
Oh, okay.
Something was born? What
Oh,
is
we
it?
must have leveled the materia all the way up.
Oh.
They pop out another one when you max them out.
Oh, shit.
You can level that one up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is it.
Oh, here we go. Yay!
We stole the carob nut.
Yeah, we're just like toying with this thing.
How many nuts do you have?
Just
Nothing more. We need at least 3 of these, so
Yeah.
maybe we just get them all now.
Yeah. the best idea.
Just fighting a big red thing, stealing nuts.
Well, and they, as we said, they each only have one. So then once you fought this one, you can run around again until you find another one.
It's
and then
just like feels like that like stretch it out motion happening all the time.
It's just like I can't explain exactly what like.
It's like space expanding. It's like redshift is occurring in this game. A lot more defense than I expected. Maybe that's the clue here. Is like this guy is super hard to kill, but he's not really killing you. Maybe you should steal from him.
Yeah. Yeah, at first I was like, he's just a little tougher, but now he's...
No, this is
difference
crazy.
Between how much health he has and how dangerous he is pretty immense.
Good. Our second nut. Nut number 2.
Nut 2.
We have 2 nuts. Okay, 2 nuts.
I'd really like for someone to walk in on this part of the game and hear like the ominous music and be like, so what's going on this part? Like, well, we gotta get all these nuts because we gotta breed our chocobos and they gotta be the happiest they can be before they breed or we won't get a blue one. Like that's what this game
we gotta
is about.
race him at the casino.
At the moment, yes.
Yeah.
Also, the world is ending.
And right now, all I'm fighting are squirrels because the right monster won't show up and give me a fucking nut.
I know, we got 2 in a row, basically, man. This shit. I was just trying to find the weirdest way I can make him move around.
Finally.
Oh, steel. Oh, steel.
Oh, we got the carob nut. Okay. We've got our 3 nuts back to the farm. So we're gonna breed the 2 chocobos using your carob nut. Okay, we're gonna mate some fucking chocobos. Get excited.
So I think it's the one up there and that one. Yeah.
Like this is...
This is Mist. So
Mist.
this one.
This one.
And Issa, I think, is that one up there in the corner.
Issa. This one. Let's mate these 2. Go right ahead. Is this like done manually? Which nut are you gonna give them? Is this one alright? Yes.
I like how careful your inputs have gotten as you get more tired. You're like,
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to
sure.
sit
Yeah.
with the wrong thing at all right now.
yes!
Yes!
We got a blue chocobo!
Give the blue chocobo a female name.
Ache.
Welcome to the world, Ache. It's gonna suck. Oh, wait.
Well, if we can save it and the planet decides chocobos are alright.
Well, we're gonna, I mean, one slip up and it's glue
Planet-
factory for the chocobo.
Planet might just decide that nothing is alright.
Oh yeah, Planet has a conscious choice in this situation.
Yeah. Which is disconcerting because we haven't really gotten to know Planet or talk to it very much. So we don't really know what its temperament is.
It's true. Oh, Ache.
Oh, yeah.
So we can get those 2 to breed again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do it tonight? I mean, it's 10 fights.
Oh,
And then we take the next major step of the black chocobo, or we just call it now.
It's up to you.
It's just that it's like, in the walkthrough, this is like the last thing in like a major chunk.
What do you
know what I
mean?
It's like, and then breeding a black chocobo. And like all it is like this.
all the same thing, kinda. It's just divided into paragraphs.
I love that you're like, because we'll make it to the end of the paragraph I was reading if we do it like this. Like
It was really sectioned out. It was the end of like, and then you will have a black chocobo.
Oh, I see I get what you mean. It's like now there's a whole new task. You have to do
Go
the same
out and
thing, but
get
slightly different.
the next level of it.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't care, really.
So just 10 fights, right?
Yep, just 10.
What?
I don't know, this just looks so funny.
Is that 4 or 5?
I have no idea. I think you said this is 5. And you're doing 11 fights.
I think this is 7. Slash all.
Slash all, slash all.
This, I believe, is 10.
We did it all basically silently. Like,
I mean, when it gets to the point where it's like midnight and you and your friend are running around counting random encounters, this is when you just start. It just all becomes like I don't even know. I don't understand anymore.
So we're looking for a green
Male. Please give us a green female on the first try, please. It would be very nice.
mate and chocobos.
Mist and Izza.
There's no issues with breeding sibling chocobos, are there? Because
I hope not. Something else I was thinking was that it was too bad that, like, we aren't breeding Mist and Ache so that their child could be Mistake.
or egg mist.
Or Ache Mist. Or one would be one and one would be the other. One was the mistake and the other one was the real mistake.
Well, these are all pretty planned. None of these are mistakes. This is the
Breeding.
most choreographed breeding of all time.
It looks
Holy
green.
shit, it's green. It's
Please.
green.
Be a boy.
It's green.
Be a boy.
Yeah! Oh my god.
Fuck yes! Ryan,
We're
we're gonna
so
have
lucky.
a black chocobo. We're well on our way. What's this one?
I don't know.
What about this is?
We can do better than that. We've already done this as a mistake. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I can't think of anything.
Me either.
Yeah, Mao. Mac. Map. Mound. Mac. Malk. We did it.
how do we end up on Mauk?
I think at this
M-A-O?
point we're just naming them
C?
nothing.
Yeah.
You're just choosing letters. I don't think that was in reference to anything. I think it was just like this bird needs
Mauk.
a fucking name.
Alright.
Alright, this Chocobo stable's looking pretty good.
Yeah, we're getting it going here. Let's go save. Because the next stage, I think, is to race those bitches.
Yeah, I think we gotta race them, and we gotta fight some battles before they're old enough.
Yeah, we,
For fun Chocobo sex time.
I gotta go to bed.
Good night, Haley. Good night, Jeff.
Oh, we will be back to breeding chocobos soon. We're not gonna play in the morning.
No, we gotta make sure we're ready to go and get out of here.
Yeah, but in the evening, perhaps.
Yeah, we'll play in the afternoon.
And that's episode 38, and the end of the cabin.
Yeah, that's the end of the trip.
That was as far as we made it in Final Fantasy VII in a
It's-
span of 6 and a little bit of change days.
It's so funny because you think my memory of this would be like, oh yeah, we should commemorate the end of the trip. But it like wasn't the end of anything.
No.
It just it didn't even feel like that. Like we got home and it was like the beginning of something worse.
Right.
You know, like it didn't like the trip didn't ascend into us
Right.
coming back well rested and going like, oh yeah. Like we just went on an awesome vacation. It came back to me like going to work and then going like I'm going to Jeff's now to go into the grind mines.
Yeah, gotta finish breeding the chocobos, and then we've got the battle arena.
Yeah, and then the weapons.
So next week we start off by driving home, and then continue the process of breeding, getting to that golden chocobo, which I think is going to happen by the end of next week.
Yeah, and that is also like that's an exciting moment.
Yes.
The moments in the third disc are still exciting when you
Right.
get to them, but they're very they make you just like
Work for it.
yeah, that cold parent analogy earlier. Like
Yeah.
it gets to a point where you're like freezing on a mountain with no shoes and you're like looking at this weird godparent I'm imagining and going like, "Why are we here?" And then it's just like because you wanted this.
Yeah.
And you keep walking.
You can stay. I'm gonna go.
I'm going to go.
This is a real turning point because I feel like last episode where we had the Forest of the Ancients, it's like it was fun but bad. Now it's getting into the real tedious stuff, like right before we leave the cabin, and then like we continued to play. I think like every couple of days. You know, it wasn't like constant once we got back home, but
Yeah.
like. Oh man, what a different experience it was when we continued to play it back here.
Oh, man.
Because we're still in this, like, riding on the highs of disc 2. On the, like, we finished disc 2 on that last day, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Right?
sure. Yeah, definitely.
So,
And then, and I think even once we started this, I was like, I think we probably have 10 hours of, like, tedious stuff. That's not awful, but that is such an underestimate. It's nuts.
as has happened every season.
I know. It never will. It will never
never
stop.
not like that. When will we overestimate? Like, do you think there will ever be a season where we're like, I mean, I guess I did it with 15 when we played that, but it was like, where it's like, there's got to be like a whole other act to this game, and then it just ends?
Maybe, I don't know, because I hear 13 is like extremely linear, so we might get to the end and it'll just end, and we'll be like, so that's it, it's just a game and it's over. Oh
Wow.
my god, we're free. But I don't know for sure if it'll be like that or not. But, like,
I don't even put that in my head.
That's the only one that I can imagine.
No way that's
going to
ever happen
with.
for us. Anyway, do you want to enter the live stream?
Yeah, let's close our eyes and try to feel every single individual hair follicle on our heads as they move around just a little bit.
Ooh.
That's another way to get there.
I'm doing that now. Here we go. I can't believe how many follicles I've got.
It's endless.
There's so many of them. How many? Only science can tell
multiverse.
us. The follicle multiverse is where we are at. Oh, I see the message. The message reads, do you like video game music? If so, XVGM Radio is the podcast for you. Hosted by Mike Levy and Justin Schneider, XVGM Radio is a bi-weekly show designed to feel like a radio show and features music from all different generations of gaming. Each episode is centered around a theme or spotlight. They frequently have special guests like VGM cover bands, fellow VGM podcasters, YouTube gaming music fanatics, and even the composers themselves. Every episode is both a celebration and exploration of video game tunes, both popular and obscure. Most episodes feature a wacky radio-style commercial that parodies their real-world radio counterparts. Join in on the laughs, learn a little about games and their music, and most importantly, have fun. Check them out on xvgmradio.com and feel free to interact with them at their various social media platforms, all under the name XVGM Radio. Episodes typically range from an hour and a half to 2 hours and are available on most podcatchers.
That sounds great.
Yeah, video game music, like, the music elements is, for me, I wish I knew more about them all the time because I always notice it, but it's something that I don't really consciously think about myself.
Well, I think all the
You
Final
think about it
Fantasy
more.
fans probably consciously think about it.
I mean,
You know
I
what
was thinking
Like,
about
for
it at
games
that
like
symphony
this.
that we went to,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure. So go check out the XVGM Radio, and thanks so much to Chris Murray for that message. Yeah, that sounds like a really fun show.
Yeah, got really into video game music myself for a while. I think that, like, Konami had a house band
Oh, really?
back, like, not a house music, but, like, they had a band that did all of their arcade music. and
That's
they would
cool.
play live and stuff. Anyway,
Well-
video game music. Do it.
Go listen to them. All right, let's get out of here. And we're back. But if you're interested in a live stream, just email nocappodcast@gmail.com. They're $25 a piece. We do payments through PayPal. It's NOCKAT. You know the deal. Just email us about it and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, you can say anything you want, pretty much.
And also go rate and review us on iTunes and Apple Podcasts and all of the different places that you would like to. Tell a friend about the show.
Yeah, tell friends, tell
Acquaintances.
tell,
Try to
olds.
convince somebody who doesn't play Final Fantasy to listen to this show. I'm curious what they would think. Report back.
I'm curious what that pitch is like.
Yeah, that's
no,
what
you
I mean.
gotta hear it.
Yeah.
I know you don't care about this and you won't understand anything, but you must listen.
How would you even go about selling that? Let us know.
And as always, a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters.
Yes. That's at patreon.com/nocat. And thank you so much to the people who have chosen to support us with the dollar bills.
We have
It
some
really means a lot.
bonus content there you can access. There's the video version, there's t-shirts.
There's getting the episodes early
Also, buy t-shirts and mugs at Etsy.
at etsy.com. Just search NoCat or No One Can Know About This. And then follow us on the social medias at NoCat Podcast.
And that's where you'll find about our streaming schedule, where once in a while, to let off steam, we like to play games with you guys watching us.
And you can watch the video on demand at twitch.tv/NoCat Podcast if you want to see us play Dark Souls and more. The common element of Dark Souls and Final Fantasy is they're extremely frustrating to play.
Well, Well, yeah, it gets it to a point where we become broken.
And there's esoteric weirdness that you don't understand unless somebody explains it to you. Mm-hmm. So we thought it was a good game to play.
I think
and
that
that's
wraps
it.
it up.
Yeah, let's get the dessert going. You got anything in mind?
Yeah, I want a chewy bean curd filled dumpling.
Oh yeah, the sesame dumpling.
A sesame covered
from the Chinese food place?
Yes, for that we ate yesterday.
Yeah.
I want another one of those.
The rice cake dumpling. Yeah, I don't even know what was it a bun? Was it a
All
was
I
a
know
bean
is
bun?
that chewing it was like a beautiful experience. It wasn't even that sweet or anything. It was just the whole thing was a genius, next to God level sort of experience. Go get yourself a chewy dumpling.
We're having that now. I don't know that there's any place for this, but I now imagine him as he's like it's a Bobby Dazzler guy. And he's like trying to look for
He's
treasures.
been metal detecting all over the world.
Yeah.
I was going to say he's the train man, but he's very old now.
Oh, it could be that.
And these are all of the baubles he's collected. But no, I think yours is better. The Bobby Dazzler guy. He's fucking metal detecting.
Everybody should go watch The Curse of Oak Island.
Be sure to watch all of it because it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah. All 6 seasons going on 7 of The Curse of Oak Island. And the curse that they don't realize is the curse is on them. All right.